Hello everyone, this is Alex from Trilabs, and in this video we are going to see how are we going to calculate and estimate the time complexity of this code snippet. So as you can see, we have an array of size n, and here what we are doing is we are printing the values of array I. We are printing the values, of the array, individual elements of the array. So we are going to find both the time complexity and the space complexity. So let's first talk about space complexity. So what is the space complexity? It is nothing but the maximum space this code snippet is taking. So what's the maximum space? The maximum space is the maximum size of the array, because that is what is being stored. Apart from this, nothing else is that we are storing over here, right? So space complexity is nothing but big O of n or O of n, we can say. Now what is the time complexity of this algorithm? So as I mentioned in my previous video, we first have to go to the most basic statement, which is this, and see how much time is this taking, or how much time is this executed. So we can clearly see when I is equal to 1, this is executed 1. For I equal to 2, this is also executed 1 times. When I becomes 3, this is also executed 1 times. And for this goes up to n, this is executed 1 time. So if we add all the times which is executed these values, it will be turning out to be n, because 1 plus 1 up to n times is nothing but n. So we can say the time complexity of this is big O of n. Okay, so let's analyze one more code snippet, which is a nested loop. It will be a slight modification of this part, slight modification. uh, Again, in the same, almost in the same scenario, we have a nested j loop after I. Okay, and again in the same case here, let's say we have a double dimension array. Okay, we are printing a of I, a of j. So for this we are going to see what space is this taking and what is the time complexity of this, time complexity and the space complexity. So if you guys have guessed the space complexity to be 2n, then it is wrong, because we have an array A, double dimension array, which is of the size n into n. So this is nothing but let's say the size is 2 comma 2. So we have how many? 2 into 2, 4 elements. Okay, 1 2 3 and 4. So similarly this will is taking, so the total number of elements basically this array is taking is n square elements. So the space complexity is n square. Okay, so now what's the time complexity of this? So first let's go to the most basic statement which is executed. So this is the most basic statement. So let's try and see how many times is this being executed. So for j equal to 1, I mean for the value of, let's say, okay, we'll start and we'll do a dry run. This is called a dry run, basically what we are doing. Okay, to find the time complexity. Okay, so this is I, this is j, and this is the number of times, let it to be ctr, the number of times the statement is executed. Okay, so when I is 1, j runs from 1 to 1. So when j will be 1, j less than equal to 1, this will be executed 1 time. Okay, similarly when I will become 2, j will run from 1 to 2. So this will be executed 2 times, because this will be 1, this will be 2. From 1 it is 2 now, so 1 to 2, this will run up to 2 times, so 2 times this will be printed. Okay, so now when I is 3, this will be j will be again executed 3 times, because j will run from 1 to 3. So similarly we can see this will run 3 times, so this will run n times. Okay, so when I will be n, j will run from 1 to n, meaning this will run up to n times. So what is the total number of times this is executed? So this is total time is nothing but 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus up to n. So what is this? This will be nothing but n into n minus 1 by 2. If we try to analyze this, this will be n square minus n by 2, or n square by 2 minus n by 2. Okay, so one thing to note from here is that what is the time complexity? So now this is a big question, because we have big O in terms of n square by 2 minus n by 2. So is this a time complexity? No. Why? Because whenever we measure a time complexity, we find the maximum time complexity of it. Okay. So if you look at closely at this, a maximum time complexity is given by this function n square by 2, not this minus. Okay. So now from here we can say we have somehow reduced it to O of n square by 2. So is this the time complexity? No, because we have okay, I forgot to tell you how we measure this, but in the later part I will tell you how I am reducing this. Okay, so n square by 2, since this can be written as O of k of n square, okay, where k is nothing but it can be a fraction or it can be an integer. So if it is written in the form of this, then O of k n square is nothing but O of n square, because because time complexity is always in terms of n square. Constant can be anything, it can be 10, 12, 14, 15, anything. We are not dependent upon that, but we are dependent upon n and the value of n over here. Okay, so this is the time complexity, right? So O of n square by 2 minus n by 2, first find the maximum dominating term, which is n square by 2, and clearly we know that this is a property. O of k n will be equal to big O of n, because k is again a constant and it can be any fraction, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, anything. Okay, similarly O of k n square is also O of n square. And how is this happening? Because whenever we say time complexity, we are not concerned about the constants, we are only concerned about the dependent variable, which is n, right? So O of k n square can be written as O of n square. So the time complexity of this algorithm is O of n square, and the space is also, complexity is also O of n square. So yeah guys, this is it. Thank you for watching.